her hair is abnormally dry.
Went upstairs, played with my cousins, head's burning. I'm like, Grandma, my head's burning. A little longer, and then I stayed up there a little too long, and then all my hair fell out. All right, you all, so we are documenting my 90-day growth challenge. This is gonna be with Too Groovy Salon, and I know we have been documenting the 6 inches in 6 months. I can definitely tell y'all my hair has grown in the last 5 months of me actually staying consistent to the routine that I have been on. Now, just for reference, this does not mean we're starting over. Just for reference, all these things that we are doing are honestly a way for us to retain our length. So I am starting my 90 days with Too Groovy Salon. We'll go in there, we'll have a consultation, we'll have a scalp analysis, all of the things, and you all are coming with me behind the scenes. I am very nervous because I have not let anybody touch my hair only once in the last 5 months, and I'm very picky about people playing in my hair. I don't care if it's styling. I feel like it's playing sometimes because my hair is very, very sensitive. Just like my skin, okay? I don't like tension. It doesn't like tension, and it likes to be free. So overall, I love the health of my hair right now. Like, we even got a little bun back here, and my hair is like a little messy. But we're gonna go ahead and continue this journey. Y'all hit that subscribe button, but we are going to Too Groovy Salon now. So good.
So today I wanted this to be really intimate. I'm so excited about sharing our product line. Well, let's get a drum roll. Brrr. Woo! Let's celebrate! And today what I wanted was an unboxing for a milestone that we have accomplished, which is getting products within the salon. I'm Robin D. Groover, the founder of Too Groovy Inc., and I'm in this industry to lead and to make sure that everyone within my ecosystem has an opportunity to be successful.
I'm in the industry, actually it chose me. I didn't choose the game. The game chose me, but now that I'm in it, I love it, and I'm here to try to educate the women, young or old, to learn how to take care of their hair. That's my mission, and that's why we got our own product line today.
My name is Nisha Wright, and I am from Savannah, Georgia. The name of my salon is Flawless Hair Studio. I've been doing this for 30 years, and Robin was actually one of my mentors without her knowing that she was. And I'm in the industry because I love people. It was just a gift that God has given me, and I love doing it.
I am Miss Toya, originally from Chicago, now in Atlanta, Georgia. A licensed cosmetologist for over 30 years and a cosmetology instructor as well. The reason why I do this is I think it's my calling. I knew in 5th grade that I wanted to do hair. And now I think my biggest thing is to give women their confidence back, to pour into them, to know and to make them know that they are beautiful.
Hi everyone, my name is Courtney Carruthers. The reason why, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. The reason why I'm in this industry is because I love women, I love inspiring women. I think it's a natural talent that I have, and like Danny said, it was just something I had and was given to me. Robin said God gave it to you, so use it. And I enjoy doing it. I love women and giving back to my community.
Hello everyone, my name is Terry Parrish, and I've been in the industry for 30 plus years, and I just love the industry. I literally look at the hair and doing hair as an art. And I'm an artsy, craftsy person, and I just love the arts and crafts of being a hairstylist. And I love the just the people. I just love it.
My name's Elaine Truesdale. I specialize in operations and management for businesses, and I chose the beauty industry specifically because I wanted to see women who look like me, had my same background, to succeed like people I've seen in other industries succeeding.
My name is Andre. I'm a cosmetology instructor, and I knew I wanted to be a hairstylist as a kid because I had two choices. My dad was a stylist, and my mom was a seamstress. So I either chose between making clothes or doing hair. So I chose doing hair. You know what I'm saying? I love it. It's a passion for me, and I'm thrilled to be a part of this industry.
Good morning. My name is Cecily Osborne. I've been in the industry since 1993. I actually got into the industry upon chance. I was dating someone at the time who was a barber, and all of my friends were hairstylists, and I used to be in the salon playing and laughing and talking, and I would do my mom's hair, cousin's hair, so I just decided to go to cosmetology school, and voila.
I'm so excited. When it comes to products, okay, as I was saying, we've had a lot of experiences within the industry. I was looking at some photos. 10 years ago, we had Groove Therapy, which was, a very good product line. Groove Therapy, as we rebuild our product portfolio, the thing that I've learned, and the key thing about building an ecosystem in a community, is that each one teach one. Whatever we learn, we should always share it. However, one of the practices that has made Too Groovy successful is the consultation. And because of our culture, and we're being 23 years, we very lived in around here, as you can tell by the environment. However, as we move forward, the practices that make companies successful, we're gonna have to practice. So within that, that'll be a consultation. So we actually have a consultation sheet within Vagaro. And we definitely need to use it with new clients because we know client data is a form of a resource that has value.
When I was younger, my grandma would give us a perm. And I think I was like 8, 9, or 10, somewhere around there. She gave me a perm just for me. Went upstairs, played with my cousins, heads burning. I'm like, Grandma, my head's burning. A little longer, and then I stayed up there a little too long, and then all my hair fell out. So I ended up having really short hair. She would twist it up every week. And for me, I wasn't used to that, and I think a lot of other people wasn't used to that, so I used to get made in fun of. And that just gonna kill your confidence as a child. You're trying to, figure out styles. You're trying to figure out why your hair is not growing. So a lot of that turned into me just trying to do my hair. And then high school, I ended up just cutting it all off. The TWA, that was really big. So going into college, I had a short hair, and then I just kept tending to my hair. So I would say over time, I would dye it, I would I would get the Dominican blowout, all those things. I think when I was getting the blowouts, I was more consistent, so it was growing, but it just never grows past my neck. And then I found myself using a lot of different products. So recently I got rid of a lot of my products, and I've only used Sacred. I used the Amika line, the Hydro line, and I've been using that for the last 5 months. So I've been on a 6 inches in 6 months journey with just using those products. And then also I feel like my hair, I wouldn't say it's thick, but it's real fragile. So I have to be mindful of braids and tightening. I feel like the twists, mini twists, those really do best with my hair. I wash it every week. And yeah, so right now I'm I can put it in a little ponytail or bun, but I really only do that if I'm okay, I got a 2-day span. So I didn't do anything this last week because I was waiting to come here. I do flexi rod sets, and really just kind of keep it in that rotation. Recently I tried the Miracle Knot braids. Like, I do it on myself, so I just found that, like, I haven't found a trusted hairstylist in Atlanta. I've been here 5 years and I haven't. Like, I had someone dye my hair black. I don't know what she did, but I'm like, it's definitely not growing anymore. So I just stopped, like, even going to anybody. And then my last braid was from Courtney, and that was it. So, yeah.
The consultation. We got to collect this data, and we got to have a relationship with the customer. Within that, you know, we always start off with our detox cleanser, which we clarify deep cleanse and detox. And with that, that is Reset and Restore hair cleanser. Really clear and clean on the bottle, reset and restore. You have your second cleanser. And then third, we have our hair conditioner. We're gonna detangle, soften, and shine. So when it comes to the shampoo and hydrate, you're gonna hydrate, protect, and shine. Very simple, very clean. And then, of course, a leave-in. This is different for us. I was excited when Danny shared how amazing the leave-in conditioner is because it's a cream. We blow dry normally with a liquid. And so with this, it's gonna be really good to test and see your results from a standpoint of a cream leave-in. So next we have the Soft Style Setting Solution. It's gonna define, smooth, and set, which is in a mousse pump. So Courtney, I'm definitely excited to see how this works on set hair, in your opinion. And then we have our growth oil mist, which is really good for people to trap in the moisture that we put and maintain their hair at home.
But this oil, this growth oil mist, it's best to put it in your hands and then rub it through the hair instead of spraying it on the hair, because it's kind of heavy and you don't want to spray too much. So if you put, but you can, you know, you can put it in your hair, but it's best to put it in your hands. So I wanted to make sure I tell everybody that.
And that is the first collection within our line. Yay! Hurry up and run somewhere because we were starving.
This smells so good.
2, we have, and so my question next, Sheik, is what do you feel like is your biggest challenge? Would you say dryness or breakage?
I would say breakage, definitely for sure. I mean, it's a little both, but I feel like I've conquered the dryness because I've been washing it every week, and I think that has been different. I think growing up, like, we were told, wash your hair every 2 weeks. And I'm like, okay, but I found a difference now with just washing it. But the breakage, so depending on like braids, styles, I might have like a full strand come out. And I'm like, why am my hair like coming out in big strands? And that's the scary part, because it's like I want it to grow, but it keeps breaking. So yeah.
I don't want to say washing your hair every week is too much, but it's too much. I mean, only if you not keeping it moisturized, because the moisture is the key. Hydration is the key. And a lot of women don't understand that, and for some reason, it's like an epidemic. Everyone's letting their hair dry out for some reason. I don't get it, because I've been in the game for 50 years, and to be honest, this is the worst decade I've seen with women letting their hair dry out. I've never seen this. Even with relaxers, we was more conscious about putting oil in your scalp, oil in your hair. People might have damaged relaxers, but they was down here, because people would keep the moisture in their hair. Same with jerry curls. When that was a big thing, what they do every morning, they sprayed it and sprayed it and sprayed it and kept the moisture. Even though thioglycolate is one of the worst chemicals you can dry your hair out with, but the moisture kept it on their head. So the moisture is the key. It's just that simple. And we try to make it so complex, but if we moisturize our hair heavily, because when they sprayed them jerry curls, they sprayed them. It was greasy, dripping all on people's furniture, but the hair stayed on the head. Even though they had thioglycolate, that's one of the worst chemicals you can. Sodium hydroxide, thioglycolate, all those chemicals dry your hair out. But back in the 70s and 80s, when they were using those products heavily, like everybody in the salon had a Jerry curl or a relaxer, they had hair on their head, only because of the moisture. It wasn't because of the chemical.
That lotion was saving folks. Thank you for sharing that, Danny, because dryness is the number one cause of the breakage, right? So your little pieces, those short pieces, that's breakage. A lot of times, those long pieces is natural shedding. And the thing I know about the natural hair community of the do-it-yourselfers, seeing hair shed after you detangle from a week or 2 weeks gives you panic. Because you're like, where is all this hair coming from? But your hair is gonna shed 50 to 100 hairs per day. Salon people don't see that type of shedding because they comb their hair if they're straight natural all the time. And unless it's accelerated, and then they got to wipe the sink down. And to your point, Danny, during the era of the Jerry curl, thio was like the worst chemical. It's the glycerin and the activator that actually draws moisture out the air as well. And so if a product has that glycerin content, it's gonna make the moisture content high of the hair. However, if you don't want wet hair, you got to be real careful how much glycerin you put in your product. And so with saying that, what is your hair goal now?
My hair goal is to have it like shoulder length. I feel like it's pretty healthy right now, so I think it's just retention. Like having a style that retains the length. I really try not to style it too much, but even if I do like my high puff, like I might do a twist out high puff, that might last a few days, but like y'all said, like once it starts to tangle, I'm like, all right, I gotta wash it or I gotta do something to it because I know it's going to tangle and it's gonna start to break off. So yeah, I just wanna have a little bit, like even out the length. My back is grown faster than the top, but I'm trying to retain the length as much as I can. Trimmed? I do my own trims. No, wait. I know. No. I'm very like knowledgeable, but to an extent, not like a hairstylist, of course, but like I use hair scissors. I 4 sections. I go.
You just trim around the perimeter. You don't go into the.
No. I trim the whole thing, and I have a 3-way mirror, so I can see the back. But again, I haven't trusted anybody to do my hair because the last girl, she did it and she was like, I'll give you a treatment, and she never gave me a treatment. And I'm like, we on like my 3rd or 4th silk press right now. What are we doing? So then I stopped going to her. So yeah.
Key piece of trim is not what you cut. It's how you cut it. So you doing it yourself, making sure that you do the ends off, right? You hold it, you look, you
if I see
what
a little see-through,
exactly.
Yeah.
It's the angle.
Right. It's the angle.
So what we do here as a base trim or cut is use horizontal lines. Horizontal lines at a 0 degree, okay? That gives the hair weight. Because the thing is, as we do a hair and scalp analysis with you, I could tell you right now, you said my hair is thick. Your hair is not thick. Your strands are medium and they are coily, okay? They have a coarseness to it, but the diameter is small. So you have to trim it where there's weight put in it. If you hold it up and trim it at different places, it puts layering in it. Layers take away weight. So when you say, I want my hair to grow down to here, we want it to grow like a Tracy Ellis Ross. That's horizontal lines. If Tracy was to trim her hair and like that, she would have a rounded afro. So you see how the weight makes it come down? Yeah. This is the interior of the hair. This is the exterior. You separate it at the crest line. Anything above the crest line, you always want it to overlap that bottom. That's what gives you that swing. That's what gives you the weight. And then anything from the crest line down, that's just gradient length right there. So as we transition you and your hair transform, I'm always looking at making sure I grow out the interior first before the exterior. Also, when it comes to trimming, small incremental trims is how we were able to transition 25,000 plus women out of relaxers. It wasn't a big chop. It was a gradual process. And so your texture will change. The thing just from assessing and listening to what you're saying, I think a lot of her challenges come from build-up. But it was a key word that let me know that the products you've been using not penetrating your strand. Because the diameter of your strand is so small, any product with a large molecule can't penetrate through. So product choice, and that's why we always choose low molecular weight products, have small molecules where they can work inside out. The reason it's not working inside out because the molecule big, or you're not clarifying or detoxing before you try to put something in. So that is the conclusion of our gathering of information. We did share information, but it's the gathering of information. So within that, step 2 of the consultation is to assess. Professionally, Danny feels that there is too much manipulation for her hair. Why is it too much manipulation for her hair? Is because of the diameter of her strand, okay? We know there's a softness, sponginess to it. Because it's coiled and the moisture content has not been at its peak, it's difficult to detangle without breakage. Oh, I listened and identified her problems. That's my job. Because for her right now, I'm the solutionist. If I come up with solutions for her, guess what I got that she don't have nowhere else? Trust. If they can trust you, you can have their firstborn. Now, Dre, would you do the honors and have her sit right there and drape her?
Okay, from my experience, a lot of these clients' knowledge comes from kitchen magicians.
Yes, that is true too.
They think they know.
That's why you gotta pick
That's why it's important for us to have the information so the clients can feel like they're in the presence of a professional. Just like when you go to the dentist. They speak in words that you can't understand, but you know they know what they're talking about. That's how we got to relate to our clients. We got to speak to them in a language where they know for a surety they're in the presence of a professional.
And the thing I want to say as Drake starts the hair and scalp analysis is that cotton around your edges, we're going to let that go.
You sound like my fiance.
Yeah, we're going to let that go.
He's like, why do you always put something around?
Pull up. Yeah, because what happens is the cotton
is absorbed,
rub against your follicle and absorb the moisture.
But I can wear a silk one.
Why do you need one?
I don't know.
You don't?
Yeah, and I get it. But we're going to take steps, and that's one of the steps.
You gotta take your baby.
Like I got all the colors.
Not you got all the colors.
I do.
Spongy, super dry. Okay, so this is 85% of the challenges that women had in company salons, right here. They either got chemical damage, color damage, or heat damage. So everything we should do is revolved around building moisture. Now, what I've assessed by just touching, feeling, her is super spongy, and just like Robin said, she has a product build up. Her hair is abnormally dry. So what we have to do as professionals is give her a thorough cleanse with a detoxer or a clarifying shampoo, then go in with a heavy moisturizer and make sure we give her the treatment that she needs, whether it's protein, conditioner, or moisturizer, and let her hydrate. Hydration is just accelerated rate of building moisture. So that's what I access just by touching it. Her hair is abnormally dry, which causing breakage and shedding and preventing her from having lip retention.